Hey guys, I'm here with Chloe, the lead singer of Chloe and the Steel Strings. One of the main reasons I wanted to talk to you was just I know how much you guys perform live shows. And I love how you guys hop from city to city in Ohio, really trying to build up your fan base, right?
Yeah, just trying to play live really any chance we get. So,
Yeah, I mean, that's what it seems like. Your schedule's always pretty booked. Mhm.
yeah,
So,
we really try and play live as much as we can. I think we've kind of realized over the past couple of years that playing live is what we really love to do. And
mhm.
um yeah, so we really like, especially with COVID, it was really hard to not play for most of the year.
Oh
And I
yeah,
think
definitely.
that have a new appreciation for it for sure. So
Okay. So what would you say maybe your favorite city is that you've played in?
I think my personal favorite city is probably Traverse City, Michigan. We really love it up
Interesting.
there. Yeah, I would move there in a heartbeat.
Is that like around the Toledo area?
No, it's probably four and a half hours north of Toledo.
Okay.
Um, it's kind of like if this is the state of Michigan, it's like I can't do it because I'm holding my phone with my other hand, but it's somewhere up more toward the top.
Okay.
Um,
Gotcha.
but
So
it's a
like,
really beautiful area.
mhm. Is there a specific venue there that you guys keep going back to?
Yeah, we really like this one spot in Maple City, Michigan, which is up around there. It's called Little Traverse Inn, and it's a bed and breakfast
Oh,
and a
that sounds
restaurant
awesome.
and bar. And it is I probably shouldn't cuss on here, but I love to cuss, so I'm gonna have to monitor
We
myself.
cussed it. It's fine.
It's really fucking cool. And it like it's just a beautiful place. Like it is
Mhm.
special. And
So do you guys get to stay there and get breakfast after a show?
we haven't stayed there before.
Oh, I think you
We
need
usually
to.
get we usually get an Airbnb around there because the rooms are more like they're like little like quaint hotel rooms. Um, so when we stay as a band, like we kind of need more space for everybody to spread out, I guess. So
Makes sense with all your equipment and stuff.
yeah, right.
So you played in Michigan and Ohio, obviously. How about some other states? Are you
Um,
more?
we've played we've played in Chicago,
Oh,
um,
wow.
which was fun, but definitely a hike. I mean, right now we're not super equipped with the like van and everything that I feel like we would need to comfortably tour, which is something that in the future we'd obviously love to acquire.
Yeah, for
Um,
sure.
so it was definitely like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, there was definitely like, some peeing and empty bottles and stuff that on with the guys, because the only girls are me and my twin sister Anna. So I mean, and Anna isn't even Anna doesn't play all of our gigs with us because she has a full-time job that keeps her away from us some of the time, which is totally fine, but we don't want to like put too much pressure on her schedule. So a lot of the time it's just me and the guys. So we've definitely had some experiences. So
Yeah, that's some true bro bonding right there.
it definitely so. But yeah, we like playing in Chicago. Connor and I have played in Atlanta once, and that was fun, but like also a hike. I really am hoping that eventually, like, I would love to sell all of my possessions and just like renovate a van and just like go off and
hmm
play like open mic nights and then like random like one stoplight town dive bars and stuff like that. I think that would
Yeah,
be
that'd be really fun having a hippie van to travel around.
yeah.
hmm So specifically about Ohio, is there anything you would change about the live music scene or anything that you wish would happen?
I first I want to say that I'm really grateful that we play in Ohio because I think Ohio um does have a lot of opportunities for live music.
Mhm.
I'm from Toledo, and it's kind of nice. Like it's probably a similar size to Akron, so it's cool to be in a city where it's small enough that there's a lot of community. And I definitely appreciate that about being from Ohio and playing a lot in Ohio. One thing I wish was maybe different was that there was more of a like folk or Americana scene in Ohio. I think that is something that obviously is probably more prevalent in like Kentucky, Tennessee, North Carolina. You get more down into some of those like bluegrass states. And I think those states that have more of a background in what roots music are probably more suited to our genre. And that is something that we've definitely considered, like whether we would want to move south. But I do think that there is a bit of a scene for our type of music in Ohio and Michigan and in the Midwest. It's just a matter of finding the people.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know if you've heard of the band Leftover Salmon.
I have.
Yeah, I went to a show in Columbus and it was packed. Like I haven't seen that venue like more booked. So there's definitely the fans out there, which is good to know.
That's awesome. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we just saw Billy Strings in Detroit, and it was like the best show I've ever seen. I mean,
really?
We were like,
was it like he's big enough to almost have an arena pool, but was it like more intimate?
Yeah, it was. So the venue, it's probably a similar size to like the Agora.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's a good size.
Yeah, it's probably a bit bigger than the Agora, but kind of similar setup, and it was packed, and we were super high, and we had a great time.
For sure. I can't imagine how hard he would be playing. That's insane.
Yeah, if you get a chance to see him, don't think twice. Just like, all right. Just pay the money and just go. You'll love it.
Sounds good to me. So how are you getting all these shows booked? Especially like you mentioned, you got all the way out to Chicago and Atlanta.
When we first started playing, a lot of the time it was definitely like cold calling, emailing, stopping into venues and getting a drink, and then find the manager, booking person. A lot of that is much easier now that I'm 21.
I'll take a Sprite, please.
Yeah, I'll be like, thanks to Shirley Temple. Water. But yeah, so a lot of the time we worked so hard in the beginning. Like every day we were calling and emailing places and like small like community like arts festivals and stuff like that. And I mean, I think it's probably like this for most people who do any type of like sales or cold calling, that, you know, for all the people that you call, you get a couple responses. Like you're
mostly
happy.
Ghosting. Yeah.
Yeah. You're happy. You're thrilled to have a few people respond. And so it's been really rewarding the last like maybe 2 years. I'd even say maybe 2.5 years. We've had a lot of people contacting us, and more steady gig offers coming in. And we've been playing, like, in my opinion, either better venues or restaurants or bars or like what have you, but places too that are more suited to our style of music, which makes, you know, it's fun to play to a place where you know that people are receptive to what you play.
Yeah, for sure.
So that is pretty cool. So
do you think it's maybe because the people reaching out to you know that that's kind of their customer base, that they would enjoy your music?
Totally.
Okay.
You know, like there are a lot of places, like when we first started, I think depending on the type of group you are, like when we first started, we were playing, like I probably had an hours worth of original music when we first started playing. And so most gigs that you perform in a bar or restaurant for like a confirmed amount of money ahead of time are more so cover gigs. Like you can play original songs, but depending on the venue, a lot of the customer base, I think, enjoys hearing songs that they know.
Definitely.
Right, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but, you know, and I'm also grateful that we've had the chance to play for 2 to 4 hours a night, you know, a couple nights a week, because that's helped us get a lot better as musicians and as a band, and kind of it like gets you comfortable with the musician lifestyle, kind of like it forces you to like change your sleep schedule and change
Hmm.
your like, daily habits of like, okay, well, I have to like have enough energy at like 8 p.m. to get ready to go play music for 3, you know.
For sure.
And playing covers in the beginning helped us grow a lot and grow our audience base. But obviously, the whole reason we started playing wasn't to play covers. You know, we
Hmm.
want to play our own music, but to make money, you have to play covers. You know what I mean? To some degree, if you
Yeah,
want
but
to like us, or we want
you
to
would at
play
least get to toss in a few originals right here or there.
right.
Hmm.
So, um, yeah, so that has been cool that we're starting to play venues where we're playing much more original music because they maybe have selected us to play because we like cater to the style of you know customer that they have, and those customers are more receptive to hearing original music. And so we've really that has been really cool, to kind of see that transition, to go from playing bars that like want covers and they kind of want to hire just like an 80s cover band, and you know we kind of play a couple covers that they like, and so they kind of you know like that. And now we're kind of like, well, we don't really want to play at those places. Like, you know, we want to play at the
Hmm.
places we like to play, where we can play our own songs and people
Yeah,
are ready to listen to it. So
that's great that you guys can be more selective about where you guys are playing. So, have you guys gotten a chance to play Burnbright at all?
we have,
Like
we've
a bit
actually,
of it? Okay.
yeah, we've been playing it a lot. So, um, we, we had finished writing that entire album, at the end of 2020. Like we wrote the last song on that album, like right around Christmas of last
Hmm.
year. So
Oh,
we
okay.
were playing a lot of the songs throughout 2021. It just took us longer to record at home than we thought. We
Hmm.
just learned a lot, and it was like, you know, kind of a big undertaking for our first project of home recording. It wasn't like we're like, oh, we're just gonna record one single at home, see how it works out. We're like, no, we're doing 8 songs.
I
You know,
like
we've
the
never
ambition.
recorded them before. You know, very ambitious, and so it just took longer than we thought. But we played them a lot.
But so that's good though, because you got to see kind of how the audience reacted to the songs before it
Yeah,
was like officially on the tape.
totally. Totally. Yeah, that's like one thing that um I think we've learned as like over the band for about 4 years. And one of the things we've learned is that before we record a song, we want to play it live
Hmm.
a lot, almost to the point where we work the kinks out of it and we kind of know how we like to play it and we want it arranged. And then it makes it easy to go record it if you've played it like 50 times, you know?
That's a great way to look at it. Yeah. I feel like a lot of artists kind of look at their newest project as a way to promote ticket sales, but you're kind of looking at it as a combination of both. Like you want to have played it already and have people sold tickets for that album. I like that.
Yeah, it gives people too a chance to be like, okay, so I heard them play an original song and maybe I really liked that song, and then after it maybe we either play another original song that they end up also liking, or we play a cover that we our covers too. Now we're probably playing about half original music and half covers for a 3-hour gig, because I mean 3 hours is a lot of time to fill when you're playing.
Hmm.
So um and our cover choices have gotten much more obscure where we're not just picking songs that like, oh yeah, people want to hear the Cranberries, we're gonna play Zombie for like the 100th time. Like, you know, we're picking songs that we like, that fit the style that we want to be and hope to be
Hmm.
incorporated into. And so that is fun too, where you're like, okay, we pull out like a really old cover of a song that is like some like old like public domain like folk song that we kind of like make our own version of, and there's probably somebody in the audience who will really connect with that song, and we play another original song after it, and they go really well together, and that is how you actually like connect with someone and make them be like, wow, I really liked your original songs, and I see now what style you guys are kind of like trying to fit into. At least that's our goal. So
that's awesome. What are some of the bands? Or you said they were pretty obscure, but maybe I might know some of the bands.
I wouldn't say they're too obscure. I would say maybe they're obscure for like your average like your average middle-aged listener who likes like music. I know that sounds bad, but you know what I mean? Like
I got you. Yeah, they grew up on the radio, so they never got to choose their own music.
Right. Like I guess it depends on who you are and how obscure your music taste is. But we play Bonnie Raitt. We play a lot of Grateful Dead.
Okay.
We play I don't know if have you heard of Tony Rice?
I've not.
Like another like folk musician. We play a couple Fleetwood Mac songs that really we play one Fleetwood Mac song. We play Gold Dust Woman, which is one that you don't maybe hear quite as much.
Yeah, it's definitely not one of their popular ones.
Yeah, we play there's a folk duo that's probably similar in age to us. It's from Canada called Casey and Clayton, and they are phenomenal. We play a couple of their songs.
Are they a couple?
They are not. They're actually cousins.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Very interesting. They are phenomenal. And yeah, so just like, we'll like we play some Emmylou Harris and Lucinda Williams, and like just like I don't really care who plays the song. If I hear it and I'm like, oh yeah, that's a good song, we'll pull it and we'll be like, okay, we'll try and learn it,
Yeah, for sure. I like that. So how have you guys been promoting your shows?
Mainly through Facebook and Instagram and through our website.
Okay.
As of right now, because our audience is still more of like a local Toledo and Cleveland audience, a lot of word of mouth too, and just like telling friends and family, and they bring a friend, and so if you want to find out where our shows are, chloeandthesteelstrings.com is our website, and I always update our shows on our homepage, so you can just go on there and it'll list all the venues and the dates and times, and whether they have tickets or whether they're free and all that stuff. So
wow, very organized. I usually see your posts on Instagram.
Oh, so cool. I'm glad somebody sees them.
Yeah, I guess a lot of routes to find out where you're playing. It's cool. So we had just talked about you guys playing Burnbright, but let's just talk a little bit about the recording of it. So this new album will be dropping this Friday, by the way.
Yep.
And very excited for it. So is there any theme or maybe just overall sound you guys were looking to get?
Yeah, totally. We really wanted it to be natural and come off as like not being too overproduced. We wanted it to have a sound that we feel is authentic to us, like because we love playing live and that's what we really want to do. We want you to be able to put the CD in and be like, okay, if I went to go hear them live, this is accurate. It's not too overdone. I think in the past I'd kind of had the impression that if you record something and it's not completely perfect, that no one will want to listen to it. And I think as I've matured more as a musician and figured out who I am as an artist more, I've kind of grown to like some of the imperfections that come from a live performance. And and just like the authenticity of that. So that is the main reason I wanted to record it from home, was so that we had total control over how it sounded. So like everything on the album Burnbright that'll be out on Friday, for the most part was recorded in our living room and our dining room.
Wow, that's cool.
With Connor's like college laptop and a Personas soundboard that we got a small sponsorship to buy, which was really awesome. And I highly recommend any Personas gear. They are a really awesome company and we're super cool to work with if anyone is looking to buy gear. So, but yeah, we recorded it at home, and you know, it was so fun. Like, it's fun to have a day where you're like, okay, we're gonna try to start recording vocals, but like if I woke up and didn't think my voice felt, you know, as healthy as it could that day, like maybe I was like a little congested or whatever it was, or my voice was tired from our gigs, well, we just don't record that day. It's no problem. You know, we didn't schedule it with anyone. It was just us. It wasn't like we told the guy at the studio that we were going to come in that day. And you know, I just, it was freeing. It was absolutely totally freeing. We could do whatever.
And it's free too. That's a big bonus.
Right. And it took a lot of time to figure out how to do everything. And Connor was a freaking champ. Like he is now, like, he does all of our sound when we play too. He buys, for the most part, like all of our gear. If we need something new or used or something's broken, like he takes care of all of that. He's the one who knows how to do all the home recording stuff. And so he worked really hard. And we're also extremely grateful for Connor's uncle, who owns a recording studio in the Akron area, who helped us a lot. Like he has like 1,000 hours into this project too. So we really worked hard on it. And his uncle was like the biggest help. So it was really, it was a group effort. So
cool. I mean, that's incredible that you guys recorded it all yourself and just a normal living room.
Yeah, it was not easy at times. And yeah, I highly recommend it though. If like anyone who ends up watching this is interested in home recording, definitely start doing it. It's totally worth it.
Cool. And specifically with, I think it's the first song off Burnbright, it's Breaking in Two. You guys had just released a music video for that. Was that kind of like a homemade project as well, or did you guys hire someone?
We did hire someone to film that. One of my friends from high school filmed it, and I'm so grateful for her time and talent on that, because I'm really happy with how it turned out. So
cool. And I only saw it was you, Connor, and Anna.
Yeah.
So where were the other two guys at?
So so you know how I said that the home recording took way longer than we thought?
Yeah.
So we were planning on releasing the album like way earlier than we did. Like probably I was hoping to have it done like 8 months ago, like to have it out a long time ago, but it just took longer than we thought. And so we recorded that video kind of in a hurry because we thought we were going to release it sooner than we did. So just because we all live in different places, like Anna and Connor and I live in Toledo, and Eric and Cody live in the Cleveland area, and now Eric lives in California, Cody still lives in Cleveland, and Anna moved houses. Like we're all on very different schedules, so it's hard for us to get everyone together, unfortunately, which is probably the biggest roadblock we have right now. But I have faith that things in life usually work out the way that they're supposed to. So I think it's a matter of time and not giving up. So
yeah, you had mentioned hopefully that if this became a professional thing, that Eric would be able to come back from California. So I think me and all your fans included are hoping that becomes a reality.
So too. Thank you, Chad. I really
Yeah,
appreciate that.
for sure. So are you guys coming down to Columbus anytime soon? I'd love to see you guys play.
We would love to. I honestly have never really checked out that many venues in Columbus.
Okay.
Do you know?
I mean, I know I stagehand for two,
Oh,
but
really?
yeah,
So
they
not
might be a little bit bigger. There, it's Newport
right,
and Express Live,
right.
but
Oh yeah.
there's a lot of small ones that I love, like
Oh yeah.
Roomba Cafe, Space Bar,
Okay.
A&R Bar. You guys might even be able to book. It's decently sized.
Okay. I mean, yeah, we would love to. Yeah, well, maybe we'll have to just come down there and like visit you sometime and just like go out for a weekend or something.
For sure, we could see a live show and then
That would be
see what the
awesome.
venue's like.
Yeah. Do you know Jimmy Hummel from? I'm trying. He's like one of our good friends.
It sounds familiar.
Broadview Heights. He just moved down there. You guys should meet. You guys would get along really well. Maybe we'll have to have a weekend where we just like come down
For
there
sure.
and go by some venues and
That honestly sounds amazing.
hand out some business cards.
I'm sure you'll be getting people asking you to play there once they see you guys are done.
It would be cool. Very, very cool.
All right, Chloe, well, it was great talking with you.
It was
Looking
so great.
forward to hearing your album. Yeah.
Thank you
Peace.
so much. Yeah. Thanks, Chad. Peace out.
Yeah, of course.